Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Danie, your friendly neighborhood DIYer. Today's video is going to be a huge project to tackle in my home. We are stepping into the other half of my kitchen space. Finally! I have been alluding to this project for quite some time now and putting it off for quite some time now, but I am ready to take it on. I am feeling refreshed. I am feeling that now is the time. I'm ready to go to kitchen. Of course, this is part of Homemade Home, a series where I take you all on my journey to make over my 150-year-old plus farmhouse into a home that I love. For this makeover, we are going big and we are going bold. I almost feel like I might have some divided opinions with my direction, but I'm ready. No backing out now. I'm also very excited because my wonderful friends at Berger have joined me on this epic kitchen journey, and I am going to be using their brand new paint line called Dynasty. Now, this is like their creme de la creme stuff, friends. They're top of the line, best of the best. Nothing can top it, paint, and we are going to be testing it right here, right now in this kitchen. Now, this kitchen makeover is actually going to be a two-parter. Part one, where you're going to see most of the painting happen, and then part two is kind of like seeing the final things being put together. So make sure you are subscribed, put the bell notification on because it's going to get crazy. So be prepared. Be prepared. Okay, let's just get into this episode, shall we? Editor, roll the tape. Boop. Ooh, miso soup. I found it! So let's talk about where the kitchen space is right now. If you are a longtime viewer, then you'll remember that I made over the other side of my kitchen, painting the walls, painting the trim. I've also added my funky deconstructed umbrella light. So one side of the kitchen has got a lot of focus, but I knew the other side would be a much larger undertaking. As for the other side, I would say it's a pretty good kitchen space. It's rather large, it has a nice island in the middle, and lots of cabinets for storage. Now, I changed out the lights above the island for these marvelous industrial copper lights that I personally just love. But that is about it on this side. Oh, I also updated the cabinet hardware, knowing that I would one day update the color. So I was kind of thinking more long-term with that one because the brass doesn't really go very well with the current tone of the cabinets. The elements that I don't really like in this kitchen are the countertops. They're kind of like a weird tile that I've never seen done before, and while very easy to clean, they really aren't that nice looking for me. At least. I'm also not crazy about the wood color of the cabinets. I think it just clashes with the color of the wood on the floor. And then last, the sink. I'm not entirely sure what the sink material is, but it is dark and it's very challenging to clean. It's porous, so it kind of like looks dirty all the time now. I'm just not a big fan of it, so I am just pining to change it. So let's talk about the plan. What direction am I going with in my kitchen? Honestly, kitchens are a very challenging space to plan. So for me, simple changes that I can make today, like painting my cabinets or changing out simple things, are ways that I can live with the space and really figure out what works for me and works for my partner. We're not really at the stage yet where we want to invest big bucks into like demo. But I made a mood board. I mean, of course your girl made a mood board. I don't make over any space without making a mood board first. Ooh, look at this beautiful layout. Just staring at this gets me excited. Okay, for my kitchen, I am going to be painting my cabinets using the Berger paint color Cracked Pepper. Now, this color is out of their 2022 Berger Color Trends palette, which I will touch on all 20 of those colors in a minute. But I love Cracked Pepper. It's a beautiful black tone. I'm a bit predictable by now, but it also pairs so beautifully with the sage green I already have featured in my kitchen on the trim. I also love playing with mixed metals, so you'll see I've included my copper lights that hang over my island here, but I'm also pairing this with brass cabinet pulls to tie in the other brass elements on the other side, along with a antique brass light that I have big plans for. Now, the one you see in this mood board is a little different from the one that I have. I actually thrifted. Let me show you. So this is the light that I have. I actually thrifted this light for sorry for the noise, $8 at like a thrift shop. I saw it and I was like, oh my God. But I have a plan and this is gonna go in. I'm very excited. Beyond that, my current tiled island top is out and I'm bringing in a beautiful new butcher block top and pairing that with a new white farmhouse sink. And the last big element is the ribbed glass. So 4 of my cabinets are going to be getting a little refresh makeover with some ribbed glass. So stay tuned on that. I feel like the color is going to be out for a little bit of debate with a lot of you because it is bold. It is a big decision to go that dark, but I truly do love it. If you are looking for some color inspiration this year because you don't know which way to go, Berger just launched their new 2022 Berger Color Trends palette, which includes 20 inspirational hues to enhance your home. There is a color in this palette for everyone, and I think a lot of us are kind of turning to more natural, earthy tones in our home, and this is very apparent in this palette. Like, as you can see, we have some warm beiges, earthy greens, earthy blues. It is stunning. I love sun-washed brick. What a great blush tone, or studio clay. They're just such nice calm neutrals. Sustainable is a nice mossy green. Whisper white. It's a very good color. Now, if any of you want to take a look at the full palette closer, I have linked it in my description box, so go check it out after you watch this video. I wasn't 100% sure I wanted to go with cracked pepper at the beginning, and if you're ever not sure, get a sample size before you buy. For the Bear Dynasty line, this paint comes in 3 sheens. There is matte, eggshell, and a semi-gloss, but the samplers only come in eggshell only, so keep that in mind. I sampled 3 colors: studio clay, cracked pepper, and laurel tree. I just use my finger, so like, don't judge. How beautiful are these hues? All 3 of them complement each other very nicely, man. But I really love how dark the cracked pepper looks. It's just, mwah, chef's kiss. So finally getting started on my kitchen makeover. The first step was just to get everything in the kitchen out. Of course, I had Jess along for the ride with me. Honestly, I don't know how I could have done this without her. Kitchen makeovers, definitely a buddy process. A lot of prep had to go down in this kitchen because my plan was to use a paint sprayer to paint all of the cabinet surfaces. And I chose this route because paint sprayers can really leave your cabinets with a very professional looking finish. But in order for me to do that, I had to cover everything that didn't need to get painted. And oh my gosh, I had so many cabinets. I felt like a Harry Potter scenario where like cabinets were just showing up where I've never seen them before. Wow, that was an event. All of my kitchen is currently in the other half of my kitchen, but all of the cabinets have been completed. We got them cleared out. The hard part is done. Well, the hard part is done. Now what we need to do is we need to start prepping the surrounding area. All of these cabinets are going to need to be sanded, but I want to protect it from my house. So we're going to barricade the entire kitchen area off so that we can keep the sand inside. We're going to clean everything, vacuum the whole space out, then start prepping the floors and prepping the ceiling and prepping anything that doesn't need paint on it. And I don't even know if I'm ready, but I'm ready, so let's do it. So remember that tent? You know, that lovely tent that I used through many videos in the past? Yeah. Yes, that tent. Well, it is finally time to use the tent for the reason I bought it. It's a paint tent.
Why is this never getting easier? Here we go. Wait. Which side are you hooking?
It's actually a really cool tent. It's adjustable, it comes with sides and zip up doors. It's the perfect tent to create a protected space to do all my spraying in, but it's also really great for rainy days too. The tent is up, the cabinets have been sanded, kitchen area has been cleaned, and we're finally moving on to taping everything off. So what I'm going to be doing is lining all the insides of the cabinets with painter's tape, and then after that I'm going to be going over sections with craft paper, plastic, whatever I can use to cover any surfaces that I don't want painted. It's a big job. It's the way she goes when you do it yourself. Everything gets taped. You, Kenobi, come here. Yeah, I'm gonna tape you. You get taped. There you go. Everybody's taped. Has anyone ever seen one of those pranks where like you cover someone's entire room with wrapping paper? That's kind of what I felt like we were doing. There were some serious Dexter vibes happening, okay? Happens a lot in my house for some reason. You think we might murder each other? Whoever goes first, at least the cleanup's easy. Woo, wee, wee, wee. Super creepy, super creepy. I will come help you. I'm coming. I'm just gonna wait till you're finished and then I'll come help you.
Listen, this is story of my life. I don't watch the videos afterwards where you're like, oh yeah, hard at work.
That's a lie. Be there soon. Just really busy sanding. Okay, so I think it's like 7 o'clock right now. It's insane. My entire kitchen has been wrapped. It's so crazy. It's weird. It's almost like, what have we done? The sad part is that like the painting is gonna take no time at all. And all of this was like literally the most work. But this has been a great process. Tomorrow's the big old painting day. Did I spell that right? I'm excited. I hope you're excited. So I'll see you then. Okay, friends, it is officially day 2, and I'm so excited. How is this only day 2? The floors are covered, the ceiling has been taped off. It's basically ready to start being sprayed. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I ended up renting a more industrial paint sprayer for this project. Now I rented it at the Home Depot, so you just pop this thing into the can of paint and that's it. But there is one thing that we need to do before we can spray paint, and that is prep the doors that are going to get the ribbed glass in. Now I've actually prepared 3 ahead of time just to save myself some time, but I saved one for camera so I can show you guys how I did it. So if you want to do this to your kitchen, you absolutely can do it as well. So off to the she shack we go. This is what the cabinet's going to look like after it's all said and done. And what you can see here is that I've created kind of like a rabbit joint here, all the way around to give a little bit of a channel so that the glass can sit into the door. So that's what we're gonna do. So this is a router and this is a rabbit bit on top. And what this is gonna do is eat away all the pieces, but this is going to give me a stopping point to make sure that I don't take away anything that I don't want removed. What I'm gonna do first is drill 2 holes into the top side so we have somewhere for our jigsaw to get into so we can remove the middle. Slap it away. Let's go. Okay, friends, let's take a look inside the tent because it's quite funny. We have all of the cabinets, doors, old doors that I've kind of gotten rid of. And then on top of that, we also have these triangles. So when we go to flip over the doors, we can set all of the cabinets up on triangles that look like this. It decreases the amount of surface area that you need to put down so it doesn't ruin it. We got Jess, she's sanding over there. Kenobi not doing anything. Love you, boo. It's time to suit up. Yes. Subscribe. I swear I'm cool. Taking on the cabinets. There you go.
Great. I have to look like that?
Yeah. As I mentioned, the paint I am using in my kitchen is the brand new Bear Dynasty paint. My friends, this paint is the most superior paint, the most stain repellent, scuff resistant, fast drying, one coat coverage paint and primer they have ever made, and I would be lying if I said I wasn't excited to see what this paint can really do. If there is any place to test this kind of paint, the kitchen is where it should go. What I did learn about this paint was that it addresses 4 key attributes. It is stain repellent, it minimizes new stains from penetrating the paint surface, and it also helps old paint stains from migrating through. So that's huge. It's also scuff resistant. It's got a lot of durability built into it, which is something you really need in your kitchen space. It also has a 1-coat hide, so it's guaranteed to hide anything in just 1 coat. Now, this was a bit tricky for me to test due to my spray application, but if it's anything like their marquee line, I'm sold already. And the last is that it is fast drying. Now, painted surfaces are guaranteed to be tack-free and won't stick together after only 4 hours of dry time. That's huge. So like I said before, this paint is offered in 3 sheens: matte, eggshell, and semi-gloss. Because this is going in my kitchen, I went for a semi-gloss, but knowing how strong and durable, maybe I could have gone for an eggshell, but you never want to be too careful in a kitchen, so I'm playing it safe with this one. And just so you know, the Dynasty line is available in stores right now, and you can get it online at the Home Depot, so check it out. I gotta say, I was amazed how fast I could get a coat of paint on the cabinets with the sprayer, but I will say this, I am not a professional paint sprayer, so there are some flaws in my application, but overall, that paint went on super well, and I think it looked mint. The term hot mess does not, actually, no, it definitely counts for right now. All of that, I think, took under an hour, and we used less than 1 pail of paint for the entire coat. But that's incredible. Like, just in terms of the paint that you save alone by spraying is way more superior. But anyways, that was a really cool experience. Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna do a 2nd coat on all of the back sides in the main kitchen space. And then we just basically are waiting on cabinets, flip them over, do 2 coats, and then we're done. So I'll see you tomorrow. I'm gonna go clean up and get all this paint off my body. Good morning, friends. It is day 3. I can't believe all of this is done by day 3. It's insane. It's starting to feel way creepier in here though, because it's all black now. I kind of feel like I'm in like the set of Silent Hill.
You brought the darkness in with you.
Everything is dry. It looks so good. Definitely gonna take some learnings into today. One thing is always starting off the project and then moving the sprayer into it so that you're not pooling the paint right when you start on the project. This is something that I didn't do yesterday, and it's very evident in certain spots that I had to go fix. With that said, it's time to suit up and do it all over again. We're going in. Woo! They look beautiful. But now it's time to do the most important side. So it's like, don't screw it up, Danie. Don't screw it up. So after all that spraying was done, I ended up using only 3 gallons of paint in total for my entire kitchen. Like, I am impressed. That was a lot of surface area to cover, but I gotta say, I knew the color of paint was going to be a charcoal gray, but it was looking a little bit more kind of gray blue than I anticipated. But I wanted to kind of wait to see it in the space to see how the light in the kitchen was going to affect that, because light can play a big factor on paint and how it looks in a home.
It's Christmas! There's light!
Taking that plastic down was literally one of the most therapeutic feelings in the world. At that point in the process, I just wanted my kitchen back to normal, you know?
Wow, insane.
Good morning, friends. This kitchen looks so good. The cabinets are so good. It looks literally like it came in this color. I don't know, I'm blown away. The kitchen finally has some order back to it, so I thought I could finally make some coffee this morning. So now I just need to find the actual coffee. Come on, coffee, 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 coffee. Coffee. Oh, coffee grinder, good sign. Just need the coffee. Ooh, miso soup. I found the coffee! Wait, where's the filters? Oh, it's so hot. Missed you, dear friend. We got a frame. And we have our ribbed glass. Check this out, guys. How beautiful is this? I'm very excited about this. So I just went to my local glass and window shop, gave them the measurements I was going to need for these window frames, and that was it. It's actually flat on one side and ribbed on the other, but I want the ribbing to be on the outside. Ah, it's so beautiful. Does it look good, guys? So what I have here is silicone. This bad boy is gonna keep that glass in here, snug as a bug in a rug. It ain't going nowhere. I do have plans to add some kind of inside trim or some kind of like rubber piece to hide the silicone, but I haven't found the right solution yet. If you've done it before and you have anything that you want to recommend, let me know in the comment section below, please. So at this point, it was finally time to do the thing I was most dreading about this entire process, and that was putting the hardware back on the cabinets and back in place. There was so much hardware. Jess and I were working at that literally until 7 o'clock at night.
What do they call that position?
My back hurts. I'm too tired.
Now, before we get into the final shots, I do want to say one thing about the color. I'm worried that I think it might be like almost a little too gray blue. The lighting in my kitchen has been playing a lot of tricks on me, which I'm bringing this up because I think this is a huge paint lesson for anyone. Always do a big test patch and look at it throughout the day. See how the light plays in that room, because it can make a huge difference. It's always so interesting to see how light and color play in any space, but you guys should weigh in. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you love the color? Do you think it should be darker? But overall, I love this transformation. I think it looks so beautiful. I know I just need to stop talking about it because I need to show you, so. But of course, before we get in, let me remind you what this kitchen looked like before. All I can say is that this kitchen transformation was massive. The power of paint is so evident in this kitchen. It literally looks brand new. I give to you my brand new kitchen makeover. my friends, check this out. With just a little paint and a little DIY skills, I completely transformed the entire look and feel of this kitchen. It feels more sophisticated and high-end, and I literally just changed the color. That is it. And added some glass. Really, it's about the color. I cannot wait for part 2 to begin. I am tackling the island transformation, which is really going to take this kitchen space to a whole new level. So that is coming your way next week, my friends. So make sure you are subscribed and hit that bell notification so you don't miss the upload. Friends, part 2 is going to be filled with some simple DIY upgrades, thrift flips, reno, and beautiful kitchen decor, so don't miss out. Thank you so much for watching part 1 of my massive kitchen upgrade. What did you think? I love how warm and sophisticated and just like simply magic it looks. But you should all let me know, what color would you have picked from the Berger 2022 palette if you could update your kitchen space? Use the link in my description box to check out all the new colors and read on the new Berger Dynasty paint. Be bold and try something unexpected, because you never know what you might fall in love with. But as always, my friends, stay positive, stay creative, and keep on DIYing. Bye-bye.